Not that anybody cares, but check out these dogs. But I thought I'd show you how I take down a tree with this machine. Took down one right here a minute ago, trying to give me a little bit more space because I was trying not to take down any trees I didn't have to. But I'm really, I've only just played around a little bit on any excavators bigger than this one. But this one's pretty nice. I don't know if you can see it or not, but that pile of green brush over there past that pile of dirt. Hopefully I'll have all that done tomorrow when the gravel and stuff gets here. Yeah, if you know anything about septic and you wonder why I dug such a big hole, it was just there was so much mud in there. I was trying to get all the, there was a bunch of white clay and just junk in there. I kind of have all the piles separated out, but anyway, that big pile of green was from that tree right here. I was able to cut the whole thing up and just basically have a couple smaller logs from some of the branches, and then a couple big ones right here, and then the stump, and then that pile of green brush. Didn't even take that long. So that was a white oak that I did. This one I'm about to do is a white oak. I hate taking down these white oaks, but I'm going to try to use them for some posts. Looks like a pole barn right here. I do need to dig some of this dirt out real quick, actually. Almost forgot about it. Most of my experience on excavators, they were a lot smaller than this one, and so like the depth perception of this was a lot different from what you're used to. Because I'm used to being able to dig really close to me, you know, and basically look straight down into the hole I'm digging in. With this, I got to be so far back sometimes. If I kill the roots on some of these trees, I don't really want to. This one right here on the corner is a nice white oak I'd like to save, but if it happens, it happens. Because I gotta have an area to kind of set up a shop. At least get like a covering, like a roof over it, even if it's just sort of open on the back and the sides. But being a millboard guy, I could always take vinyls and use some of that metal rod that I have laying back there, some of that heavy conduit, put that in the pockets of the vinyls, millboard vinyls, and stretch it around the sides. And I actually have enough metal to do a pretty good sized roof right there. And that's all stuff from billboards too. That was actually all brand new. That's enough to do like about a 22 by 48, or it just depends on how I do it. But if you're watching this video, whoever you are, if you're curious, this is a Takeuchi TB290. It's a 2014 model. Luckily it doesn't have any of that deep, depth. It's only like 70 horsepower or something like that. But it does have a DPF filter. But I really haven't had too many problems. This thing's got almost 5,000 hours on it. The main thing I've noticed wrong with it is it has some of those electric solenoids for operating certain things, like for setting the pressures on your auxiliary hydraulics, and they don't seem to work at all. And then it also has some of those to adjust your track power, like there's a way you can have extra track power for climbing or extra digging power, and that does that switch doesn't seem to do anything, and it seems like the common cause of it is those electric solenoids not working. So at some point, hopefully before too long, I gotta check into that. Man, if anybody happens to be watching this that knows anything about these Takeuchis, this bucket has 2 bolts on it to like tighten down, but they won't tighten down. I'm gonna try to tap them out. It's got a plate in there that pushes up against the bucket, but I just don't see how those bolts will be strong enough. But they are, I think they're grade 10s. But that appears how it works. I keep wondering if there's something missing. Somebody tried to put some weld on it to dig up the space, and it was actually messing the quick coupler up, so I ground it all off. So now it's actually more loose. But I was gonna buy a tap the other day for it. It was almost $80. No, it's over $80. So with tax and all, it'd probably be about $90. Because I guess I'm kind of camera shy. I like joking around a lot with people and acting stupid, but if I'm put on the spot, which is how I feel with the camera, I just feel like an idiot. And that's why I just tracked backwards instead of forwards just then. Like I don't have any problem driving this machine in reverse and tracking backwards, but when I'm on camera, I'm already acting stupid. Yeah, that's a pretty big root there. Happens to watch this video and they know a decent amount about Takeuchis, I'd be more than happy to take any advice. I have the manual, and I've at least flipped through every page of it. Not the operator's manual, but the service manual. But sometimes there's things that's just not in that service manual that a mechanic figures out over time. Like the way these solenoids I was telling you about work, they aren't working on this machine. In the manual, it says to just replace it. I've never seen anybody do this on bigger machines, but something that I do when I get stuck on a root or a rock is I see these guys that, you know, they got the big machines, they can just go like this and pull like this, or rotate the bucket. But watch this. So look, the bucket won't really rotate, it's pulling the whole boom down. So something I do is I'll actually push down on the boom while I rotate the bucket, and it gives it extra force to force the bucket to rotate. And I learned to do that because I was operating like a 1.7 ton and a 1.8 ton cat building mountain bike trails, and I was up on the side of a pretty steep hill sometimes, so you had to be really cautious how you did stuff. You couldn't just jerk and pull on stuff or you throw yourself off the side of the hill. This with my phone, but I really got to get a GoPro if I'm making these videos just because it's so much easier for editing might just be a few customers scanning through, wanting to know if I can actually even know if I, if I know what I'm doing at all. Because I've spent most of my life getting paid to get high. That's a joke I always tell people. I've worked most of the last 22 years or so on billboards, almost 22 years. And I've done a lot of other things while I was doing that. I remodeled and sold a couple houses. We built a house, and then, I knew we'd end up selling it. See, I seriously doubt I can even push this little tree down, but we'll see what happens. Oh, whoa, that one went pretty easy. Huh, that's surprising. Oops. Alright. Look at what I'm doing. I'm looking at the top of the tree. Well, those little, hickories like that, sometimes they're really hard to push open. They're just so flexible. It really helps get that thing out of the way. Sometimes they have like the hardest trees I've dug up on this property so far. The hardest to dig up. There's one quite a bit bigger than this one I'm digging on right here, not the little one, but the big one. It was a hickory. It had such a taproot. But one thing I learned is just I dug up some trees with that little excavator, and I had to always dig a lot because it couldn't even hardly break roots. But so I tried not to dig as much with this one, but you're just better off just digging a big hole. That's not good. That's how you break your phone. Oh, that might not work too well. Let's just go ahead and break this thing in half. These small ones like this, I usually just try to break them in half. Hickory is one of the hardest ones to break it down. That could do that. This hickory, everything I said about hickories wasn't true on this one. This one broke easy, came out of the ground easy. I guess I don't know anything. I do have a lot to learn. I have some experience doing stuff like this, but compared to a guy that's been doing it as long as I've been doing billboards, yeah, I probably suck. But I do see some guys getting to operate and do all kinds of stuff on other channels that are not near as good at operating as me. I'm not sure how many hours I have. I've put about 100 hours on this machine. My phone again. Put about 100 hours on this machine, but I probably had. I used to work for a John Deere dealership. I kind of learned to operate when I worked there. A little bit how the controls work, not how to actually do anything. And then, side note: this is why I do not like this thumb. Check this out. Look at that. The rock is that's a pretty good sized rock too. That's almost the size of a basketball. Probably is the size of a basketball. It really